We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. I'm in my own lane, I feel like Kid Ink 2014. You think that I'm rolling with Shrek the way I'm chasing green. They say that I'm taking L's, I don't know what that means. Could take over music much more, but I got cartoon dreams. I don't pour foes, but I'm laid back like I'm leaning. When it come to tracks, 90s Jodeci got y'all fiending. When it come to music, people ask for advice like I was Mr. Feeney. Nothing in this life is really a guarantee, but you should still try to lay out ideas of what it should be. Then you got people that hate on what you want to be, but really in secret they be like, damn, wish that was me. You remember you Jimmy Neutron, and they just playing the sheen. You remember you Jimmy Neutron, and they just playing the sheen. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. Cause we in the next step, next step, next step, next step, next step. We on to the next step, not a single nigga ready. It's about to be a non-stop shot with the drops. They wanna know what's in stock like it's Getty. Genius18, you about to take over things. Even if I don't have a million streams by the end of the year, better fit everything that's coming. Cause of social media and easy access to tools, y'all trying to act like you really gonna say something that's worth hearing. Engine steady revving, but they ain't running. Spamming people's DMs thinking that's doing something. Took a break from drawing to fully show what I got next. More drops coming soon, you not ready, I'm not ready, but I'm still steady, generating ideas. But this ain't AI, nigga, these all minds hit. About to drop classic music, classic cartoons, and y'all gonna really wonder how I really got my mind hit. Going up like Times Square on New Year's. New triumphs comes with new fears and new tears, but by the end of the year, I hope I reach many new eyes and new ears. I'm just happy to be here. The next step. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. We in the next step now, about to set up the groundwork. All these ideas written down, only thing next to get down to work. Going so hard on these raps because I can. A lot of niggas come from land where they ain't got many choices. Only way they let their voice hit is the pen and penitentiary. Damn, like Kendrick, I should be prized for my penmanship. Been stunting since the elementary. For new music from a nigga, they been waiting on it for centuries. When you gonna be on Spotify? I know you gonna blow up. Just dropped the lead single, none of you niggas showed up. Maybe I took too long, maybe niggas moved on. Most people try to scroll past my stories when I'm promoting, and probably just scrolling through it because they nosy. Some niggas just busy, that's fair. With new music, even after these Thunder sessions, putting on a 100 first impression. Steady changing, steady irreverent. Spit like a reverend, spitting better than niggas is relevant. In an era where lyrics don't matter no more, could care less cause I'm in my element. Nigga, this art ain't no settling or corporate meddling. Olympic bars wondering what my medal is. Rap's harder than what metal is. Just listen to that new Schoolboy, my pen gotta elevate. Future nostalgia on these niggas, the way I'm about to levitate. Skinny nigga with raps like a heavyweight. With detail rhymes on these beats, I meditate. ADHD niggas never have a clear mind, but in my mind, it's a clear time for me to shine. Genius, nigga.